This question is from S.C. Verma book, chapter Center of Mass, question number 41. The question says, a block of mass 2 kg is moving on a frictionless horizontal surface with a velocity of 1 meter per second towards another block of equal mass kept at rest. The spring constant of the spring fixed at one end is 100 Newton per meter. Find the maximum compression of the spring. So if we analyze the system given here, the 2 kg block, after moving some distance, will come in contact with the spring. Here, let's name the left block as A and the right block as B. After coming in contact with the spring, as A tries to move further, it compresses the spring. So the spring applies a spring force on A towards left, and it also applies the force on B towards right. As a result of these forces, A tries to move towards right, but its velocity decreases. So A tries to slow down and B tries to speed up. Initial velocity of A was 1 meter per second and initial velocity of B was 0. As we know from this analysis, the velocity of A tries to decrease from 1 and velocity of B tries to increase from 0. We can say as long as there is some relative velocity and A moves faster than B, the spring continues to compress. Sometime after this situation, the velocity of A and B will be equal, and it will be equal to the velocity of center of mass. So finding the velocity of center of mass from here, VCM equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2 by m1 plus m2, which equals 2 into 1 plus 2 into 0 by 4. This equals to 0.5 meter per second. Now, after they attain the velocity of center of mass, still A's velocity tries to decrease and B's velocity tries to increase. This creates again a relative velocity. But if we analyze the situation, as B is speeding up and E is slowing down, and velocity of B is more than velocity of A, so the spring tries to extend further. So we can say the maximum compression occurs when both of the blocks are moving with same velocity and their velocity is equal to velocity of center of mass. So we can write at maximum compression, the velocity of A and velocity of B must be equal, which is equal to velocity of center of mass. Now let's analyze the same system from center of mass frame. Analyzing the system from here, velocity of center of mass is 0.5 meter per second. Initially, from ground frame, we have the data that A is moving at 1 meter per second. So velocity of A with respect to center of mass will be velocity of A minus velocity of center of mass. So this equals to 0.5 meter per second towards right. And in this condition only, velocity of B must be equal to towards left 0.5 meter per second. We can get this as velocity of B with respect to center of mass is equals to velocity of B minus velocity of center of mass, which gives us minus 0.5 meter per second. Now, analyzing this system further, we can see initially both the blocks are moving with 0.5 meter per second and towards each other. At maximum compression, both of the blocks will be momentarily at rest with respect to center of mass. So we can conserve energy with respect to center of mass as initial total energy with respect to center of mass equals to final energy with respect to center of mass. So initial energy with respect to center of mass is half into m1 into v1 square plus half into m2 into v2 square, which will be equals to final energy, and as finally the velocities of both A and B is equal to center of mass, hence with respect to center of mass frame both have zero velocity, so they do not have any kinetic energy with respect to center of mass. So entire energy is the spring potential energy only. So calculating this value, we get 0.25 plus 0.25 equals half into 100 x square. So from here we get x equals to 1 by 10 meter or 0.10, sorry, 1 by 10 meter or 10 centimeter.